This is the Holy Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ according to John. Glory to you, Lord Christ. Now, in the beginning, the Word was with God. The Word was God. The Word being with God. All things happen that through the Word. Without the Word, nothing can happen. And the Word was light, and light was the light for all people. That light shines through the darkness. The darkness cannot overcome, the light can. Now there was a man, God sent this man, his name John. He came before. He came as a witness. He talked about the light, that light, because he wanted all people to believe in the light. Remember, John said that the light. He came to testify about the light, that true light that in every person that was coming to the world. The light within the world, and the world happened because of the light. But the world did not see, did not know the Word. The Word came to his own people, but his own people laughed at him. But others received the light, the Word. They believed in the Word's name. He gave them power to become children of God. They were born not of blood, born of God, not born of the flesh or the will of man, but they were born of God. The people believe in His name. Now the Word became flesh. We have seen glory. That glory is like the Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. From that fullness of grace and truth, we receive grace on grace, full of grace. Now, the law of truth came from Moses. Grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one to see God, the only God, the Son close to the Father heart. God the Father made known to the Son. The Holy Gospel of our Lord. Praise the Lord Christ. Good morning, everyone. I hope that all of you enjoy a wonderful Christmas. You all finished opening up your gift. That was the Saturday time for all of us Christians celebrate the bad gift. No, coming from preacher, tell me, have to remind us the bad gift. Give the best gift of all. Just get the right. God gave to us life and the meaning of Jesus. Jesus gave to us that we celebrate through the stories about Jesus' birth. Today, the story from the Gospel of John different from what I was signing the passage at the very beginning of that Gospel of John. I have to remind myself that John is not John the Baptizer. It doesn't say anything here in the beginning about John the Baptizer. Now, I think about John as the baptizer from the other Gospel of Matthew, Mark, and Luke. The common habit, mind, John the Baptizer. But here in this book, the last of the four Gospels, this one, fourth. Some people call it the fourth Gospel. So we are reading the very beginning of the Gospel and describe John not as the baptizer, describe John as a person who was talking about Jesus, the one who was coming, that person Jesus that we know that John talking about Jesus. He described as the word, the very abstract concept, abstract word. So throughout the whole beginning paragraph, beginning of the fourth Gospel, John is talking about the word as it was in the beginning. Does that sound familiar to you when you read the first book of the Bible, the Old Testament? What's the first book? Genesis. You got that right. I'm sure you remember the first book of the Bible, right? So, Genesis, what does it say? Back in the beginning, God made the world. I'm here in the fourth Gospel. In the beginning was the Word. So it's similar, this fourth Gospel, similar to Genesis. Let's think about Genesis for a moment. Genesis describes God as a spirit hovering upon the water around the earth. And then what did God do? God spoke. God said, let there be water. Let there be birds, animals. let there be fish on land and island. God spoke. God spoke, and let there be Adam and animal. God spoke, then let there be light, the sun and the moon. So God is speaking the beginning of Jonathan, then that was the fourth gospel. The beginning was the word, that word about God. So John, in this gospel, reminds us that everything that happened in our lives connected with God. And then you go a little bit further with that concept that the word is also Jesus, the word became human and lived in the person of Jesus Christ. In the nine description, beginning the fourth gospel, giving readers when we always think about how we with the Jesus is a very different way than the beginning of the gospel. Matthew, Mark, were very different. Both three tend to be a little bit more historical. All four are Jewish, very rooted in the culture of the Jewish life back in Jesus' time and after he left. One Roman took over Israel. So I find the beginning of the fourth gospel as a nice way to help us think about who God is for us. John said that nothing happened without the light that gives bloom the light. No plan, animal need the sun. You and I, we need to go out to have sun. It gives us vitamin D. The sun can help not too much, don't get burned on. But the sun, the light, and the moon, both are related to the concept of life. Without that, it would be dark. You will have no feeling of life. Because passing through John Gospel shows that nothing happens without the light of God in Jesus. And near the end of the beginning of the gospel, you tell people that they experience Jesus preaching, Jesus teaching, Jesus living with the 12 disciples, that life of Jesus impacted upon the people in a marvelous, awesome way. And then through Jesus, we get from God grace and truth more and more in our lives as we allow our heart and lives to experience God more and more. We feel the fullness of God's beauty through Jesus. It's a beautiful way to begin our church life in January, next week, the last week of December, we're headed into celebrating the New Year. I encourage you, thank and pray and thankful God for that enriching grace in your faith. Happy New Year to you all.